So first, to run your first programs, all you have to do is go to the project package explorer. Okay. So if you can't find this, simply go here to window menu, and then there is show view, and then come to package explorer. Okay. Once you come here, so I have got a lot of packages already. So you just have to create your project. So how do you create a project? Go to file, new, Java project. Okay. So create a Java project and give any name. So if you are starting with your first programs, so you just have to type first programs. Okay. So let's keep it as Java first programs. Okay. And then automatically it will pick up the JRE. JRE is the runtime, which is the execution environment of Java runtime, and by default it will pick up. For me it is Java SE17. You could have 11, 8, whatever. Okay, so 17. Now we have 19, but I have integrated it with 17. You can use any from Java 8, 11 will be good, but the latest ones you have got. Then simply click on finish. Okay, your project will be generated, and then module name I'll keep it the same, Java first programs, and create. Okay, so if you look at this part, you have your Java runtime system library where it has picked up lot of what do you call libraries or classes which are required for you to run your Java programs. Okay, and then your SRC where there is module info.java. You don't have to worry about this, but what we'll do is we'll try to create a folder like thing which we call it as package. So all you have to do is right click on your project, new, and package. Okay, so package is the best way to put all your programs. So topic wise you can maintain your code. So what I will do is these are basic and first programs. I'll just put first programs. Or if you are dealing with say for example loops, you just create a loops package. Okay, for every topic you create a package, and where we actually do it. So I'll do it as loops, but depending on whatever the topic is, you just create a new. So I have created a new package for loops, but if it is for conditional branching, for example, so new package, and then you say conditional statements. Okay, or exception handling you just give, and that is how you go. Okay, then we have created a package, so this will be under SRC, source, and loops. Now within this package I'll just create a class. So new, right click, new, and class. Okay. So once it comes up, so you need to because we have already created package, so it will be there. And the name is, say for example, you are dealing with a for loop. Okay, for loop. Let's take while loop for example. So your class name should always start with an uppercase. If you try to do it as a lowercase w, so it will prompt this package name is discouraged by convention. Package names usually start with a lowercase. Okay, and even the package name should be lowercase. So this should have been lowercase L, and then I'll start this as uppercase. Okay, so Java class should be uppercase and your package name should be lowercase. Okay, so I'll say while demo. Okay, so you might be knowing that you can't use what do you call it, Java keywords as class names or variable names. So we'll just use while demo. It will be public, whatever is there default, everything is default, and you have to select public static void main string arg. So this will generate your main function, otherwise it will be an empty file. Again you have to come across, and then don't bother about other things because this is just the beginning. So just click on finish. So give your package name, you have already given, but I have done a uppercase, so I'm changing it to lowercase, and then class name and rest of the things are fine, and then click on finish and make sure that you select the public static void main, which is the main function. Okay. Once you finish, because there is a change in this, it won't take. I'll just keep it package as L because I have created. But next time when I create a package, it should start with a lowercase and your class name with an uppercase. Okay. Let's click on finish and then there you go. Your class is ready. Okay. So now I would like to do something. So these are comments. You can delete it, which is not touched by a compiler. So I would like to print numbers from 1 to 100. That is what my objective is, which means the start number and end number is decided. 1 is start number, 100 is end number, correct? So I'll take meaningful variable names. So that is the convention which is followed by lot of software engineers. So I'll take an integer, okay, and then start num. Can you see the convention which I followed? So I have started with the lowercase because I have a second word. Second word's first letter will be uppercase. So thereby the readability is higher. So higher readability, and this is a convention. Okay. Likewise, I'll also take start end num. Okay. So end num, start num, and then I can also initialize it with what? 1, and the end num initialize with 100. If you see, I'm just maintaining a pattern. So better, this is for higher readability, you maintain a pattern, and then I'll start with a while loop. So while, and then we have a condition to go within the parenthesis, and your code will go in the braces. Okay. So what should be the condition? Because we have a start num, so it will start with this num 1 and it should not exceed 100. So the condition would be as long as the start num is less than or equal to end num. Okay. So we are trying to write some code which could be dynamically done, but we have hard coded. I will come to what is hard coded. So hard coded. So what is hard coded? We will come to it in a bit. And then what I have to do? I just have to print the numbers. So sys out, and I'll tell you a shortcut. So you just do the sys out, and where the cursor is blinking at the end of sys out, do a control and space. So control and space will actually give you the system.out.println full code with a semicolon. So what you do? Sys out, and at the end do a control plus spacebar. Okay, that's it. So thereby you cut the lines of code and you will be a faster coder. So here what will be printing? Start num, obviously, because it is 1. Eventually what should happen, if you leave this like this and run the code, it will print only 1 because it will never change and it will enter an infinite loop. Let's see this, and I'll just save this and run. So how do I run this? There are a lot of play buttons at the top, green buttons. One way is click on this, or right click in this empty space, right click, run as Java application. Okay. So it started running, and see, the one is running and it has entered into an infinite loop because once the start num value never changed, and obviously 1 is less than 100 and it will keep on going. And how to stop it? Control C, or simply close your console. And I don't want to do it. Okay, or else you can stop it. There is a red button on top. Okay. And now what we have to do? We have to increment your start num. So simply do a start num plus plus. Okay, which will increment by 1, or this is one way. This is as good as start num equals start num plus 1. Simple. Okay. So you can either use this or this. We are trying to cut down the code, so better use this. Okay. I'll save this. Control yes to save. So I'll put it as a comment. Control plus yes to save. So a lot of shortcuts are there as and when we talk about it, and then I'll just tell you what to do. Control N and then run. Okay. So if you can see, it started with 1 and ended with 100. Okay. So at the same time, now this is hard coded, right? So I want to give different values. So this will only run for values of starting with 1 and 100, but I want different values at different point of time. So what we do is we'll simply take the help of an input. So scanner class will be using, so scanner class object, don't worry about this object and all, and then we'll come to it soon, but just use the scanner class and then system.in. Okay, so this will help you in the user input, and the scanner class has a red mark, right? So there is something wrong with your code. Whenever you see this cross red mark, there is a problem, or you see this red colored underline, there is a problem. So what do we do? Simply put your cursor next to the scanner at the end and control space again. Now it will prompt for different things. Okay, control space, click it. Your cursor is blinking. Now do a control space. Now it will prompt for different libraries or different packages. So I'll be interested in java.util, not the other ones, not scanner object, not element scanner, but first one, scanner java util. Double click on it. Okay. So an import statement is automatically generated and your red mark is gone. Can you see this? Okay. We'll save this. Always save your code. Now what I will do is, instead of start num is 1, I'll say I'll take an input scanner dot next int. Okay. So if you have typed the right code, it will prompt for all the functions related to the input. So next int will be input for integers. If you want to take a string input, then we'll simply go for next. Or if you want a double input, next double, next float, and so on and so forth. You can just go through next long if it is a long type of input, but we are declaring it as an integer, so we'll stick to next int. Okay. So this is for the first name. Likewise, we'll also do it for the second one, scanner dot next int. Okay. So your code is ready, and now we made it dynamic. So it is no more between 1 and 100, any starting number, any ending number, but make sure that the start number is always less than the end number. That is the only thing I would want you to do. And then there is a problem here, see X, and then we'll just identify there is a semicolon which is missing. So we added that, and if I look at the numbers, no problem whatsoever. Okay, let's run. Now once I run this, see the console. Okay, there it is waiting for our input. Okay, let me just put starting number as 5 and ending number as 10. Okay, let's see the output. See, it started with 5 and then ended with 10. So this is how we make it dynamic. But at the same time, if you give this program to somebody, they might not be in a position to enter 5 or 10 because there is no prompt. Let's see how we do that. Okay, so I'll simply introduce our print statement. Sys out, enter the starting number, put a colon. Okay, likewise, before the prompt, I'll say another prompt for entering the enter number. Enter the end number or ending number, whatever it is. Okay, So let's see, save, and then run. So starting number, there is a prompt, I'll enter 99, and the end number is say 100 and 209. Okay, enter. So there is a prompt. The user knows what to enter, the start number, end number, and it started with 99 and then ended with 2. Thanks for watching the video. For more videos, please like, share, or subscribe. Bye bye.